Welcome back, boys and girls, to another lesson with Miss Brown. Today's lesson is going to be on the reading skill using context clues. So what are context clues? Well, sometimes when you're reading a story or a passage, you come across these words that you've never seen before. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, there's this big word or even a small word, but I've never seen it and I don't know what it means. So don't fret. If you can use context clues, you can figure out what the word is. So all that means that you're using some clues or hints around that unknown word that you don't know, and that those hints are going to help you figure out what the word means. Okay, so turn to a new page and get ready to head up, but we're going to do it a little bit different today. I'm going to show you a very short video on context clues, and I like this video because it makes it really easy to understand. There are different types of context clues. So what I want you to do is I want you to put today's date, whatever it is for you, at the top right, like we always do. And I'm going to let you start to listen to the video on context clues, but when it comes to the part where they give you the definition of context clues, I'm going to press pause and then have you write that definition in your book so that you don't forget it. Okay? All right, so I'm going to make my screen bigger. And we are going to begin.
Context clues. What are context clues? Context clues are clues or hints that readers use to find the meaning of unknown words.
All right, so I want you to write this definition, okay? So our topic today is context clues. And context clues are the clues or hints that readers use to find the meaning of unknown words. Okay, so this is all that you're going to be writing today as far as the definition. Okay, so put me on pause, write the definition, and then we're going to continue.
We can find clues to a word we don't know or don't understand in many different ways. We can find clues in pictures. We can also find them in sentences, such as definitions, examples, synonyms, or antonyms. So let's see how we can use pictures to give us clues to the meaning of a word. There are many craters on the moon. If you don't know what the word crater means, you might look at this picture of the moon and guess that it is these round circles on the moon.
All right, so we all know what a moon is, but you might not know what craters are. So she's saying that you can actually use the picture to help you figure out what the unknown word is. So if you look at all these little spaces, it's like, those must be craters.
If you do, you will be correct, because craters indeed are these round and hollow areas on the moon. Now let's see how we can find clues in a sentence that shows us a definition. New York City has many skyscrapers or tall buildings. If I don't know what skyscrapers mean.
All right, so a definition. So she's saying that if she doesn't know what skyscrapers means, is there a definition in this sentence that tells us what a skyscraper is? Do you see it before she says it? What in the sentence gives us a definition of what a skyscraper is?
I can use the next part of the sentence as a clue. The word "or" tells me that skyscrapers and tall buildings are very similar in meaning. That means skyscrapers means tall buildings. Now let's see how examples in a sentence could be clues to the meaning of a word that I don't know. Instruments such as the violin and the piano were played in the concert. If I didn't know what instrument means.
All right, so this is an example clue. So we didn't know what the word instruments means. Are there any examples in this sentence of instruments? Do you see any examples? Okay, yes, what are they? A violin is an instrument and a piano is an instrument. Those are both examples of instruments that were played, something that had to be played.
I would look at the example in a sentence to give me a clue. When I read the words violin and piano, I can guess that instruments are tools that make sounds. Let's see how finding a synonym in the sentence can be a clue to figure out the meaning of a word.
Okay, so remember, synonyms are words that mean the same.
Remember that synonyms are words with the same meaning. I ran swiftly to catch the falling vase, but I wasn't fast enough. If I don't know the meaning of swiftly.
All right, so swiftly is our word. I ran swiftly to catch the falling vase, but I wasn't fast enough. So a vase is what you keep flowers in, right? So if a vase is about to tip over and fall, and you're running swiftly, how are you gonna be running to catch this vase? Okay, what's a word in here that might mean the same as swiftly? I hope you
The next part of the sentence gives me a clue. It says that I wasn't fast enough, which means that I must have been running fast. That means the word swift is fast. This time, let's see how finding an antonym in the sentence can be a clue to figuring out the meaning of a word. Remember the clues or hints that read.
Oh, I messed it up. Let me go back to antonyms. So remember, antonyms are words that are opposites, okay? Opposites.
See how finding an antonym in the sentence can be a clue to figuring out the meaning of a word. Remember that antonyms are words with opposite meaning.
Opposites now.
We want to move out of our small house and into a more spacious house. If you don't know what spacious means,
all right, so spacious is our word now. So there's going to be another word in this sentence. It's going to be the opposite of spacious, okay? So let's read the sentence again. We want to move out of our small house and into a more spacious house. So we're in a small house now, but we want to move into a more spacious house. So what's a clue that's going to help you figure out what spacious means? Okay.
you can probably guess from the sentence that they will move out from a small house to probably a bigger one. So the word spacious must mean big or large. Now when you're reading, try to use the clues in the story or pictures to help you understand unfamiliar words. If you liked watching this video and all my other videos, please subscribe and give it a big thumbs up below. Synonyms or antonyms.
Oops, just go back a little bit right here. All right, so under your definition, these are 5 types of context clues that you can use to figure out unknown words. I want you to write these 5 underneath your definition. So I want you to write pictures, definitions, examples, synonyms, and antonyms. So these are 5 different types of context clues. Okay. And then when you finish that, it's going to be time to practice. All right, so I'm going to be coming around. Once you finish this video, just stop your video and just say, Ms. Brown, I'm done. I'm ready for the independent practice. And I'm going to give you a site that you're going to go to where you're going to be able to practice identifying some context clues, some unknown words using the context clues, what we've been just learning about. Okay, so I hope that context clues is a little clearer, and I'm looking forward to seeing your independent work. Bye.